And raise your hands on 3 this time. Give me 3 taps. Who give me the aim? 1, 2, 3. Go ahead. Read it for me. Just like a little hand. Mason, what are we doing? So we've been working with division for like 2 or 3 days now. We're going to jump into some 7th grade content. We started with division at 5th grade to give us a base. Most of us felt kind of confident. I'm hoping yesterday it wasn't too difficult. It was just basically the reverse. Instead of going fraction divided by whole number, it was whole number divided by fraction. Today we're going to divide fractions with different signs. Key player that we mentioned, but we're going to start using this vocab term more, is reciprocal. Say reciprocal on 2. 1, 2. The reciprocal is also, as I call it, the refliprical, but when you go to Stanford IM and you get into an Ivy League school or some prestigious university, and you go into your first math course, you're going to say, oh yeah, the refliprical of 2 over 3 is 3 over 2. And your professor will say, it's reciprocal. Leave my classroom. And you will say, no, it is refliprical because Mr. MacD says so. So I remembered that by just changing reciprocal to refliprical. It's actually reciprocal, but if you get called on, I'm okay with you saying the refliprical. What the refliprical is it's the reciprocal of it's the multiplicative inverse, which means the number x, back up. The reciprocal of a number, such as x, is a number which, when multiplied by x, results in 1 over x, the opposite. So let's go with 2. I am recording. The reciprocal of 2 is 1/2. That's the refliprical. Let's do one more example. The refliprical of negative 2 over 3 would be negative what? I'll take a hand, Justice. Just flip it. And we've been using the refliprical when you divide. You just didn't know it yet. That's what it was called. Skip this part. The reciprocal is basically just the opposite. We know that. So let's do a few of these on your own. What's the reciprocal of 2/7? Take 1 minute to finish as much of these as you can. Be careful when you hit number 7 or 8. Go. It's just flipping it, yeah. So the reciprocal is just the opposite. Okay, I'm working my way. You got 30 seconds left. Check your voice. Check the board. When I get to 3 and 1/4, here's the tricky part. I can't just flip 4 over 1 and make it 3 and 4 over 1. You have to change it to a improper fraction. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13 over 4. It should be 4 over 13. Do the same thing, row 3, check your voice. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17. What's the reciprocal or refliprical of 5 and 2/3? Jackson. What's the refliprical of 5 and 2/3? 3 over 17. Zero over 0 doesn't change. 1 over 1 doesn't change. 0 divided by what? That's fine, yeah. In summary, the last 3 days, Logan, to divide fractions, you're going to use this, thinking back to Unit 1, we're thinking same good, different bad. When you divide fractions, use same good, different bad. You're going to start seeing different signs pop up in your work today. You're going back to Sam the Caveman, thinking back to his great wisdom. Make any mixed numbers into improper fractions. Then you're going to follow the steps from the last 2 days. KFC, keep the first fraction. Flip the second fraction, that's the refliprical, and change the sign to multiplication. Find the quotient for all these examples. The quotient is a fancy math term that just means divide. Board to paper, write divide. If you see quotient, you're thinking division. And this first one's not too bad. Look at 4/5 divided by 1/3. And you're going to talk to your partner. What's the first step? What's the second step? Find the answer and write it. Yep, always simplify. Liliana, you have the answer? Comment? Can you wait 10 minutes? If it's an emergency, go. 3, 2, 1. 4/5 divided by 1/3. First step would be what? Let's go to Tessa. What do I keep? Okay, what do I flip, Tessa? What does it change into? And change the sign to what, Tessa? Can I cross cancel this, Sierra? No, multiply across, Sierra. What's the top of the fraction going to be? What's the bottom? That is one answer that will give me 4 out of 5 on a test. How do I make it 5 out of 5, Reese? And what does 12/5 simplify into? Yeah, keep going. Good. Example 2, 1 5/6 divided by -30. This is a sign where it's a positive divided by a negative. In my head, I think same, good, different, bad. Since it is a mixed number, I have to first make it into a fraction. My first step is to make everything into improper fractions. So 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 is 14. This is now 14. Oh, sorry. Go up. Okay. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 5 is 11. Keep the denominator. -30 needs to turn into a fraction. What fraction would I turn it into? Mason. Make sure it's still negative. Can I cross cancel anything here? What can I cross cancel, Mason? Okay. What is the 6 turn into? Okay. You're already on 2. 6 cancel out, put a 1. 30 cancel out, put a 5. That's all I can cross cancel. Multiply across. 11 times 5 is what? Silent hands. Justice. Thanks for catching a blender. Marco and Keats. I have to KFC. That may or may not have been intentional. Keep the first fraction, flip the second fraction, and change to multiplication. Can I cross cancel anything now? 30 and 11 does not work. I can only cross cancel top with bottom. I can't go left to right. 11 times 1 is 11. I cannot cross cancel the 6 with the 30. 6 times 30 is 180. Because one is negative and the other is positive, the answer is -11 over 180. It's 100 of them. Not really, no. Example 3. You have 2 improper fractions. If you have been chatting row number 3, please respect our team. You will be counted next time. I am now looking. Sorry I didn't catch you first. -2 4/5 divided by 10 2/3. Before I KFC, make everything into an improper fraction. Paige, can you change the first number into an improper fraction, please? Good. Second number, change to an improper fraction, please. Raiden. 10 2/3. Keep flip change, keep the first fraction. What's my next step? Jameson. Keep the first fraction, flip the second. What does 32 over 3 change into? Change the sign to what? Multiplication. Can I cross cancel the 5 with the 3? Thumb up or thumb down? Show me. Can't do that. Can I cross cancel 14 with 32? It looks like it doesn't work because 14 times 2 isn't 32, but there is something right in what? Good. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 32 divided by 2 is 16. 7 times 3 is 21. 5 times 16 is... Show me some scratch work. 80. Because I knew nothing else could cross cancel, that's as simple as it gets. What is my sign for this problem, positive or negative, Jackson? Positive or negative? It's negative. Why? Same good, different bad, Logan talking one. Pull up the page, partner work. You have 2 minutes to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you're done, go on to bronze. Pencil up. Start. Whole class. Clean start. Waiting on 1 in row 4. Tess, I know I don't have a partner, but you can work with Cordelia. Thanks for being there. You got 2 minutes. KFC works for you? Cool. Go. 1 and 2 are similar to problems we did yesterday. 4 is like a problem we did today. Because you don't have answers when you finish the first one, then I would check the part and then they have the same. Stop where you're at, track the board, silent hand, answer for number 1. Just start with the answer. What did you get for 1, Daniel? 8 is correct. Keep, flip, change. 8 over 1 is the same thing as 8. Answer for number 2, Cameron. 3 over 4 times 5 over 1. Times 1 over 5. 3/20 works. Answer for number 2. 3 over 10 divided by 5. Chad. Good. Last answer. Did you get it, Max? Yeah. What's your answer? Let's check. Keep, flip, change. Negative 7 over 4 times 5 over 3 would be negative 35 over 12, which is 2 and 11/12. Make sure it's negative. Max, did you catch your blender? Did you get 2 and 11/12? Okay. Write that down. Make sure you have it. And you have 10 minutes. Flip your page. Multiplicative inverse is the same thing as reciprocal. This is the same thing. It's a big fancy word. Yeah.